Hey, hi everybody. This has been amazing. And this is Spoken World Online, week number 247. We've done this every week for that long, all the way back to March 2020. And greetings to the new people in the room today. Great to see you all, and hope you all come back. I'm going to take a break from the very dense mythological collage pieces I've been reading the last weeks and just read a few little pieces from my book here, which is called First Hours of a Rainy Day and Other Poems. And the first poem is called Sailors Sailing. A white light vision like sunlight twisting upon water falling and on moonbeams trailing and colored kites hailing and bailers bailing and mothers wailing and jailers jailing. Long lines of protesting fools from unmentionable numerous quizzical schools. Up and away in a great cloud of smoke. They are sailors sailing. And now ain't that a joke? So I often refer to our group that aggregates here together as the global locals. And that's just, it's great having people from all over. And we have people here today from Paris and from England and from all over the United States. And we have Meha from Australia. That's correct. That's what I learned. And so that caused me to do a little switch up on what I'm going to read, since they're about to go into summer there down under. Summer solstice poem. Longest day of the year is in fact here. Nobody knows why the sun come up, the earth spin round, and humankind live and die, and some strive to fly. The eagle's eye, the eagle's high. An empty mirror reflects the void upon itself. A poet who done cried, been reborn, and many times has died. There is no God but man. There are no chains except the chains of guilt. Why shackle us ourselves in moody slumber? Fractured filaments, the broken strata of where we once were, once will be again. Glimpses of it around the bend. I don't fit in the pigeonhole you pigeonhole you into. Suburban, not so wild flowers cultivated in hot houses. I'd love to taste your nectar. Give me a taste. That this would be pleasing to the gods. I'll be doggoned, bow wow, arf, arf. My doggy is a smart doggy. He knows what's going on, even if I am at a loss. Moonlight beckons mysteries, a clue. The sunlight burn us all up. Yesterday fades away. Tomorrow looms a dark chance for new perspective. Much can be said with a glance. Write poems. No one gives a damn. Love them. They will not believe you. Hate them. They will try to kill you. Blood is shed and will be shed Poor, vain humanity, you spill your own blood. It flows in rivers, drops from the sky like rain. Not to do, save nod and sigh. The sun is a cruel master. The heat makes the mind to blink. The moon lures one to the brink. Keep going faster and faster. Focused on that point of departure. I've seen the way we put the world together, but still haven't learned to manipulate those components. Blast, thunder, and brimstone. Humanity singing the blues. I know that song. The wells from which we draw that song. Ha! The world yells, we fooled you once again. Sometimes I cry, I can't go on. You will go on. Proceed another twisted mile. Give up not one gasp of breath. And go not gently to irrevocable death. The longest day of the year, this isn't really clear. Hanging on by the seat of my pants. And I will conclude. Well, actually, I forgot about this one. So now we're back up in the Northern Earth. All of us about ready to welcome in the darkest nights, longest nights. But this poem is called Yuletide Cheer. In the early gray morning light, the tail end of a year, reading a batch of poems from 10 years before. Then my mind was on sex or lack of it. Now my mind is on money or lack of it. The snow and water-laden clouds of this big Yuletide storm swirl around outside the windows of my Nob Hill apartment. Heading northwest, southeast, a fresh hot cup of espresso from some ultra-impressive, taken for granted, newfangled machine on my kitchen table wakes me up. An early morning smoke smooths me out. When I read those poems I wrote back then, I think of my circumstances back then and see them reflected in the work. The same is true of now, but the common thread is poetry, translating events like a verbal camera of unmechanical ultra-subjectivity, the emotional moments of an individual recorded through time. Good poetry is accessible to others who have lived, do live on planet Earth and beyond. Back at my apartment, the gray light has turned to blue-white. I hear streetcars rumbling up Clay Street, people moving around in the house. A loud plane goes by over the city, breaks my concentration. Back to consciousness, I strive to live the poet's life about, 23% of the time when I think about it. The rest of the time, I'm pretty confused, trying to find my true life's path through an ongoing series of compromises with all and everyone around me, but to stand in a hillside windowed room in the morning with a hot cup of thunderous caffeination in my grip and watch the cold Yuletide cheer outside rattle the windows. Then I feel very keenly aware, secure in myself, ready to challenge the odds, ready to speak my mind poems, to utter my poems of emotional realities risk boiling the blood of some who may read them. Let nothing hinder the task of raising fun spirits as much as I can and encouraging goodwill and good cheer among every child, woman, and man. I have just one more short one to conclude, if that's okay. This is the other end of the summer poem. Where the heck is it? It's in here somewhere. There it is. Winter solstice poem. Shortest day of the year is in fact here. Rain, fuzzy, darkening, gray, quilting San Francisco Bay. Christmas shopping crowds in quiet overcoats, filling the roads. Lighted storefronts twinkling in the streets. Smells of roasting foods on the breeze. Head on home to bundle in a small Yuletide room with a small and warming drink, a quiet candle flame, and a small pen in a book. Long night gathers on this, the northern earth, gathers all to semi-hibernatory sleep. Thanks for listening, everybody.